Hey guys, what is up? It has Ben here from Ben's Tech and Tutorials, and today I'm here with Dawson's Tech Talk. Say hi.
Hello.
And today we're talking about graphics cards. Now, most of you guys, most of you gamers, and some of you non-gamers even know what a graphics card is. Basically, to give a little rundown, that way we don't have to do an entirely separate video on it. A graphic card is like a CPU, but for your graphics instead. It makes it a lot easier for your computer to play high-end games, giving you better graphics, obviously, with better frame rates, and it's just overall better for your computer, especially if you're a gamer. Um, so today we're going to be talking about some common graphics cards and how not to bottleneck your CPU and your GPU. Um, for all of you guys that don't know what bottlenecking is, we will explain it in a few minutes. So let's hop on to the first thing. It is a pretty bad term. You guys
It's an
should probably
awful
never
term
use it.
and you should never use
So
it.
we're gonna hop on first thing. Now, me personally, I'm a fan of NVIDIA cards, like the GeForce cards, but Radeon cards are still very popular. A lot of people like them. We do have two of the biggest cards that you can get, and two of the decent low-end cards that you can get that still work very well. So we're gonna start off with the two Radeon cards, the R9 290X and the R7 260X. Um, they're both pretty good cards. I'm not much of a Radeon cards fan, but I'm still gonna talk about it unbiased as much as I can. So a lot of people like these. I like the design of them. I've just heard that Radeon cards are not very good. But that's a different story.
Well, they're not as good.
Yeah, they're not as good. You do make a very good
Which
point. But
so
however, Radeon cards do still have, a good reputation for being able to keep up with even some of the top of the line NVIDIA GeForce cards, which does earn some respect, especially when you're dealing with cards like the Titan Z, which I will show you guys in a couple of seconds. So, this is pretty much one of the biggest cards that you guys can buy for your gaming PC. Most of you people who are just getting a regular desktop graphics card, you probably do not want to spend $1,000 on this card. It will not help you unless you're playing games. Well, it will help you, but you know what I mean. Alright, so now we're going to more of the decent end, lower price end Radeon cards like the R7 260X. This is one of the smaller cards that the AMD makes for the Radeon series, and you can see that they're actually fairly cheap in price. Um, I've heard that they can keep up with cards like the GTX 750 Ti, and Dawson over there probably knows a lot more about Radeon cards than I do, so I'll let him give you a little rundown of it in a couple of minutes, but I just want to give you my take on it. Honestly, I would buy them, but I just don't have the money laying around. So it's not just because I don't like them, because it's not about that. They are good cards, but it's just not in my price range. So I'll let Dawson talk to you a little bit about what the difference between Radeon cards and NVIDIA cards are, the performance wise.
right. Usually AMDs are gonna be a little bit cheaper. Usually, I'm gonna say usually there, because it just depends on what you're getting. Now, an R7 260X is going to be probably one of the best cards you can get for the money, sitting beside probably a GTX 750, the TI card. And I, you there are some, but that's really all I
Alright, so that's Dawson's little
Nvidias and
piece on
MD.
that. The next two things I'm going to show you might be a little overwhelming. Well, I take that back. I'll show you that one last. This is the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 750 Ti. Now, this one is not what you will be seeing most. This is, I believe, an older 750 Ti that is on the Google Images page. But most of them look almost identical to Radeon cards like this. They're not as stylish. I have to say they do put a lot more styling into Radeon cards. You know, hats off to them. But like Dawson said, I'm a little bit more a fan of the NVIDIA cards, and it's not a biased video, I swear. But you know, this is really just to tell you about the cards that are out there. You know, so we're going to talk about the GeForce card. Here you got, you know, GTX 750 Ti. You got your GT 770s. I believe that's one of them. You got a bunch of cards, GTX 980, something like that. There are a lot, and to me, GPUs and their names are the hardest things to memorize um, because there's really no connection with numbers and their performance. It's really weird how they lay it out, but that's, you know, that's how it. And I'm not gonna waste time on that. So NVIDIA cards run good, Radeon cards run good. Obviously, you will most likely get the better deal for a Radeon card of the same value or performance than you will as a NVIDIA card. But when you get into the higher end cards like the R9 290X and the Titan Z or Titan X, you're not going to get, you know, a cheap price. We'll just say that. So this is the last card I'm going to show you today. And remember, all these are examples. They do make more cards than this, and you know, these are just some of the most common ones that you'll see. But this is the Titan Z. Card is humongous. If you're gonna want to get this card, be prepared to shell out $1,000 to $1,500 on you know, on a graphics card. That will build nearly 3 of my computers. Okay, so that just tells you how much this really is. It is a very big card. You do have to worry about with the Titan Z, or any of the Titan cards to be more precisely said. But you know, for people that are willing to pay $1,000, I don't think space is really an issue. So that's really just about all I've got to say today. I will have to open this back up. Sorry about that. To be honest, all of these cards are good for the value. You know, if I had $1,000 to spend on a graphics card, I don't know if I would or not, because I will never have $1,000 to spend on a graphics card just laying in my pocket. But people do it, and you know, they say they're very good cards. Now, obviously, to you, the viewer, the card is your choice. It is not what I say or what Dawson says or what anybody else says you have to buy, because, you know, obviously we can't. So this is just a little video to kind of help you get familiar with GPUs and what they look like, what their price range sort of is, and, you know, things of that nature. Usually just to keep you in the loop so that you know what you're looking for. Things, you know, things like that. You don't want to know what you're looking for and what the price range you're gonna need. But anyways, I better stop talking. I'll drag this video on for 15 more minutes.
I had to add in a quick little thing that might put you a little bit closer to the MD card.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be Mantle. I don't know if I've heard of it really that much. It's kind of the new thing.
Yeah, I have really heard a lot.
Mantle apparently is. It was developed by AMD. It's in most AMD Radeon cards, and it gives a boost in FPS. And well, yeah, I'll just give a quick overview on AMD. Let's give a quick little rundown of what it really is. Let's see what Mantle does. Mantle is the harmony of three essential ingredients. A driver within the or next to our written will reduce developers will do. Really, it's just less boost.
And we do want to do that. We don't want to take up too much of your time. We're here to help you guys, learn most of the basic things about them. So honestly, we do have one more thing to tell you guys. It just popped back in my head when Dawson said
Let you
bottleneck.
close your
For those of you
video.
people that don't know
Keep it
what
nice.
bottlenecking is, it's a very overused term that a lot of people associated with the PC world use. It's pretty much when you have a graphics card. Oh, okay. I see where you're going with that. I got you, like a 2 minute video. Got you. All right. Well, sounds good. Well, if you guys want to know what bottlenecking is, click on the link in the description. I will have one there. I promise. Um, I'll also have a link to Dawson's channel in the description. He is Dawson's Tech Talk. Um, very helpful channel, honestly. He can do this stuff a lot better than me. So that's really all I got to say to you guys. It's a 13-minute video, so if you guys enjoyed the video, uh, enjoyed what we said, give us a like, possibly subscribe if you want to keep up to date with a lot of the latest CPU and all computer stuff news. New CPU unveil